Now I give my flowers whenever it's needed to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much of a negative mindset anymore. I think changing my mindset has changed me mentally. And I knew, like, my big thing is with my job that I was working at that time. I didn't think I could get anywhere. Like, I felt like where I wasted my time going to college, but it just, everything takes but time. And I believe I started praying more, and I think my vision board that we made last year, it really helped.
Yes.
I know
what you mean. Yeah. I was trying to see how we could put it into words where they could understand. Yeah, exactly.
Without them knowing all my business.
Exactly. Not too much.
Maybe if you get her channel up a little bit more, we can get some done.
Exactly. Yeah. Hi guys, it's your girl Kiera, and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to Enter Inner Thoughts with Kiera podcast. Ooh, got it right on the first try. I've been struggling here lately. But before we get into this video, of course, I forgot what episode this is going to be, but this is going to be part of Vlogmas day. Not for sure which day yet, but it's going to be part of Vlogmas. But as you can see, I have a special guest, my best friend, Shanice. So we are doing our video that we did a year from today. So if you know, you know. If you don't, then welcome back. Or welcome. Not welcome back, but welcome. You get what I'm saying? You might want to spell it. But anyways, so we're going to do our topic. Last time we talked, it was about failure. And so we're just going to revisit the video a year from today of where we're at and where our mindsets is at from basically just, you know, where we were at first back then, which I feel like we both came like a long way, which was just so odd to think about because I don't think we ever thought that it would come now. You know what I mean? Especially back then, I feel like it was kind of like it was never gonna happen type deal. At least for me, it felt like it was never gonna happen. How did it feel for you?
It felt like it was like a long distance. It was gonna be like a couple years, not a year later.
Yeah,
it's crazy how life works. Like it just changing within a year.
Yeah, facts. What would you say has changed, like from your mindset whenever you was talking? Because I remember we talked about like feeling like, you know, you was never going to get to certain places, or feeling like you failed at certain things, like with school. You was talking about graduating college, and then it was like the fact that you wasn't giving yourself the credit that you was able to graduate as quickly as you did. Like, how do you look at things now?
Now I give my flowers whenever it's needed to. I don't have much of a negative mindset anymore. I think changing my mindset has changed me mentally. And I knew, like, my big thing is with my job that I was working at that time. I didn't think I could get anywhere. Like, I felt like where I wasted my time going to college, but it just, everything takes but time. And I believe I started praying more, and I think my vision board that we made last year, it really helped.
Yes, me too. You know, it's so crazy. I actually accomplished a couple of things off my vision board, like getting a passport, my love life, my podcast, like being more consistent with like my podcast, my vlogs, and just believing in myself more. I've noticed, and just not being so, like you said, like so hard, and then praying about things and just talking to God more and just asking him to help me through it versus being like, oh, this ain't gonna never happen, or I feel like I'm doing all of this work and ain't nothing, you know, just always, like you said, like having a negative mindset about things. And then once I changed my mindset about it and found a way to get through it versus complaining about what it looked like, things have been a lot smoother, I've noticed. Yeah.
You can't be hard on yourself because everything, like, we may not know God's plan, but we're living in his image.
Exactly.
Is what I've learned. Learned that the hard way, because you try to push, like, you try to get things done fast. Yes. It's not going to help it that way. There's stuff that you got to learn before you get to the next step.
Exactly. Yeah, I noticed that. It's just like you think that you're failing because you're taking time to get there. You're going through the recipe, like you're not skipping steps, because once you skip steps within the recipe, then it's not going to turn out how it's supposed to turn out. It's going to either be nasty or it ain't like a cake. Like either it's going to be flat and you ain't going to have like the surface of what it's supposed to look like. But if you take your time and use the proper ingredients that you're supposed to use versus cheating your way through it, it comes out how it's supposed to come out. So it was just honestly, I learned that I was never really failing, and I wasn't a failure. Yes, I made bad decisions. Yes, we're human. Those are things that you're supposed to fail in order to learn how to get back up again, which is what I learned. Like, it's just like, how are you going to go about this thing that you thought that was supposed to be, like you wrote down how you thought it was supposed to be, how it was supposed to go, and just because it didn't go in the way of how you wrote it down, you automatically be like, well, I sucked at that. Well, might as well try something else. And it's just like, no, maybe you should just try it a different way, or maybe the way that you did it didn't make sense for you, or it didn't help you grow within that. Like, maybe go back and look at it in a better way of how you could approach it. So it's just learning how to do things in a different way. Change, honestly. Yes. Change is important. It's scary, but it's important. Yeah.
Yes, I did change because I thought my road was gonna be like doing more marketing, and that was it.
Yeah,
I had like a situation that
he was like, nah,
this is not for me. It really took the fun out of it.
Yeah,
like I enjoyed doing it. It's just that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I feel like God put me at this path, like the financial path, because with my other job, it really set me up for my next job that I have right now.
Mentally, you feel?
Mentally,
yeah,
because I feel like God put me at my last job to learn empathy, and I learned a lot of empathy.
You know, that is actually so true. Because same thing, like y'all know, but not too much. But it's just like that's one of the biggest things that I learned working there as well, is that I feel like I've always had empathy, and I always was able to have that side. I think mine was more of learning how to talk to people, like learning how to go about situations that, even though this person is irritating the heck out of me and I don't want to hear about Sally Sue did this to you, and you should never marry Sally Sue. But it was just like, but Kiera, some people, just like life, we date people, we go through life, and we think that this person is good for us, and then they turn out that they was somebody not for me at all whatsoever. So I had to learn how to, I guess like in a way, like with the people that was angry, I had to learn how to just kind of let them vent, if that makes sense. Like I had to learn how to be a listening ear and not have a quick response to just hurry up and give them their resolution to where they can just go about their business. Because at the end of the day, some of them don't even really need a resolution of what they need to do, because they probably already know. They just need somebody to talk to. Yeah, I feel that because sometimes I struggle with that, but
it was hard. Like I'm still learning. I'm not saying I'm a pro, but I get more of empathy. That still learning.
I mean, it's a process, honestly and truthfully, but it's all in what you choose to do with it. I feel like the fact that you are at the place now where you give yourself flowers and you give yourself the recognition that you deserve, like I feel like that's the most important part, because now it's like, back then you felt like, well, my friends are doing this and they went to college and they graduated and they are already surpassing me, and it's just like, now you realize that the journey that you was placed on was supposed to help you prepare for what is really to come. And so it's just like, we be wanting that big part first, but we don't realize that we got to go through this first step first before God can see, okay, they are ready for this. Because a lot of times he don't want to give us that big part, because we may flop it, we may fail, we may not do it in the way that we were supposed to have done it in the first place if we didn't learn that first step first. That's why people just skip to that third step and then be looking stupid. They really do. They were like, well, I got the money, but now I'm alone and nobody likes me and nobody really talks to me, or you just not happy at all within yourself. Like you don't have a life. Like you don't have any kind of structure. You just got money.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I think we should look at failure as not like a bad thing, because everybody's going to go through failure. It's part of life.
Exactly.
It's just how you take the failure and learn from it.
Yeah, that's very true. It's like, what are you gonna do with this? Like, it's so crazy. I was doing my vlog and I was talking to myself, and I was just like, I realized that this whole time while I thought that I was failing, that whole entire time, no, I was just learning lessons. It wasn't that I was never gonna get there. God was just testing me to see, okay, if I place this one little thing that I know that she gonna make it seem like it was huge and it disrupted everything, let me see how she gonna handle that. She said she learned. She said she's gotten better. She communicated better. She's so positive. That's what she said. So let's throw this at her real quick and see, are you gonna learn from this, or are you gonna keep having this negative mindset of being upset because you feel like you're a failure, and everybody now thinks you're a failure, and now you feel embarrassed because other people seeing that you didn't succeed in what you said that you was going to succeed in, or just because you said you had this goal of wanting to become whatever in school, and then you change your major and decided to do something else, but now you feel embarrassed to tell anybody because what if your family talk about you or your friends talk about you, just different things like that. But it's just like, it's your story. I think that's a lot of things that people forget. Like, it's your story, it's your journey. Like, you have to go down that path, right, not that other person. Like, you are gonna see, like, you are only gonna see what it is that you envision because it's your vision. It's not the other person's vision. God, of course, places people around us to help us with our visions and help us see what we see and support us through it. But we also have to learn how to. I feel like a lot of times we also fail too because we don't have the right people around us. Like, we don't have people that actually genuinely support us, or they say that they do in our faces, but in reality, behind closed doors, they talking about me. They like, this girl, she talking about something, she wanna do this YouTube, and girl, she barely can even come to work. I barely even see her at work. Like, she always talking about how she just gonna be this famous person, and she just be recording on her stuff, and just an example.
They be projecting.
Yeah.
Because they're not happy with themselves, so they gotta break down someone else.
Yeah. Facts. They gotta bring you down to their level because they want you to feel what they feel. Hurt people. So it's just like, if you're on a high and if you're doing good, a real friend is gonna support you through that. But a fake friend is gonna, what are they? I guess, like, they make you feel as if like you didn't deserve it, or like make your dream smaller, like make it seem like it's unrealistic, or like it could never become whatever it is that you imagined or talked about or whatever, But yeah. Interesting.
It is interesting. Like with friends this year, do you feel like any differences have happened?
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's just like, I feel like this year I think I felt like I failed in being able to build my tribe. I'm not gonna lie, like my friend tribe. But then God had helped me realize that I haven't. I have the exact amount of people that I need in my life, the perfect amount, honestly and truthfully, where I can count on my hand. And the only reason why I may be a little bit bigger is because they either got husbands or a kid, and that's it. Like, that's the only thing that's added on. So it's just like, I feel like it definitely has changed a lot. I feel like I look at things a lot differently now whenever it comes to friendships. It's just like, I learned that I never really failed at it. People just sometimes don't know how to be a friend, or they just don't know, or they're just not at a place mentally to even give me that part of them. Like, sometimes people are just not able to give that side to you. Like like when people say, oh, you need to have empathy for that person, sometimes some people just don't have it in them. Like they can build it, they could choose to, but they just going through so much in their own life and their own heads where they're just they don't care.
Yes.
Like,
I know.
Yeah, like they genuinely just don't care. Like they just kind of they only thinking about themselves and what you could benefit, how I could benefit off of you, or just like with like my YouTube and stuff. Like I know that my life is gonna change in a blink of an eye before I can even grasp it myself. So it's just one of those things where it's just like God removed those people out of my life because he knew that they wasn't gonna be beneficial in the long run.
Right.
Like they were going to make me feel like I always had to do something to get them to wanna continue with being my friend or continue with being around, or just like different things like that. Like I don't know, I feel like the dynamic of people, honestly and truthfully, y'all, I just feel like allow God to remove people out of your life. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Okay, here we go. My bad, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear me this whole time, but I've been saying, hold on. Anyways, y'all, my bad. But I feel like don't ever think that you failing in relationships. I feel like, of course, like find out if I have to make sure that I was doing the things that I needed to do to feel like I was being a good friend too. But then once I realized some people just have envy towards you, like sad to say, like some people just wish that they could have the life that you have, and I'm just learning to kind of accept that. Like even though it hurts my feelings and it sucks sometimes, but now it's just like it is what it is. It's your loss. I mean,
I feel like people are like, I hate to say it, like leeches.
Yeah,
like, feed off your energy.
Mm-hmm.
And because they have so much negative energy,
yep,
that they need some positive near them.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it is. It's like a vampire. It's like an energy vampire. It's just like they want to see you do so good for so long, or you can only get to a certain point.
They're praying for your downfall.
Yeah. Where it's just like they'll be happy. Some of them will. Some of them you can know right off the bat. But then you have those sneaky ones that I had to learn the hard way. Where you got them sneaky ones that will be in your face and just be like, girl, you look so good, girl. You was this, you was that, like all those kind of things. But in reality, it's just like they hoping that you fall. Like they hoping that everything that you told them on your dream boards and that you put on your dream board and said of where you want to be at in life, they're hoping that you don't reach nan one. Nan one. Like even with me feeling like I failed at work with having opportunities, but then those opportunities didn't work out in the way that I wanted them to work out. I learned that they didn't work out that way because I was bigger than that. What that job was offering me was not what I deserved. You know what I'm saying? That position wasn't going to help me be in this big, oh my gosh, I had to have a reality check of that. God was like, no, you're bigger than this. Like, yes, be grateful for the job. Like, don't ever get it twisted. I'm grateful for the job. But it was just like the position that I was trying to place myself at, God was like, that's not for you. No.
You got some more learning to do somewhere else first.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like that. It's like, yes, it's cool that you want to be in that environment and it is a great opportunity, but at the same time, it's not gonna be what beneficial. Helps you. Beneficial for me in the long run. Like that kind of job isn't gonna benefit me of where I want to go. Honestly, I feel like it would have I would have eventually got tired of it, just like I'm tired now. So it's just like, because either way, I'm having to talk. I'm having to pour my energy in an unhealthy way, and it's like a healthy and unhealthy. But here lately, it's been a little unhealthy of trying to overly do something that is just not within my own self of even wanting to even do, like going against my own morals or going against my own just like how I feel personally, but just because that's my job and that's what I signed up for. I have to do it type thing. So it was just one of those things where I was just like, I'd rather just talk to a customer that I ain't never gonna see a day in my life versus talk to somebody every day that I have to see every day, in and out, clocking out this job, and I'm like, no.
Hidden animosity is it's there. I seen it there.
Yeah. So it's just like God was like, you was gonna fail in that. You wasn't gonna succeed in that. You would have been a great asset to it because I'm a great individual as a person. Like, I'm a great person, but it would have tore me down as a person. Like, no, absolutely not. No, thank you. They be looking happy, but no. But yeah.
Here with their love lives.
Oh, we did talk about that. Oh, we did. That is crazy. Life is insane. Failure with our relationships. I feel like, I mean, now I am in a relationship, of course, as y'all can see. A healthy one. We have our moments. She said I am not. She's single. If you want her, she got you.
Nothing right here. Right here.
Not yet. If you probably listening, let me not do too much. But yeah, but I do get what you're saying though. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. What do you feel about the failure of relationships? What do you feel like right now?
I feel like each relationship I've been through, I took something out of it. Not that I wanted to take it out of it, not that I wanted to be in that relationship, or not. Like, I liked them at the time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, I just didn't want to learn that what I had to learn.
Yeah. Like, are you saying like going through?
Like different different things, like events that I went through.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I was trying to see how we could put it into words where they could exactly.
Without them knowing all my business.
Exactly. Not too much.
Maybe if you get her channel up a little bit more, we can get some depth.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if we start really talking for real. But I do get that. But I feel like with mine, it was just, I feel like life is a lot different. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's a lot different. Of course, like me and him have our ups and downs, but it's not like my old relationships, if that makes sense. Like, I learned so much. Like, I thought that I was just boy, my life and the decisions that I made, I'm just like, from bailing people out of jail to hearing somebody like doing something else with someone else outside of a window and still taking them back, being ghosted and then begging them to talk to me, like them being upset with me just because they got caught. Like, I caught on to their antics, and then they try to they manipulate the situation and gaslight you and get you to think like, nah, you tripping, because I was over here with Sally Sue and with my brother and my sister, but in reality it was just, then kicker, family be knowing, bro. Like, family knew that they had somebody, a whole nother person, and you just gotta learn. They might be friendly right in your face, but they're not your family at all. And I'd be like, dang, like, it'd be so crazy.
Go with it.
Yes, and they just kind of like, I don't know, like, even with people just thinking that I just wanted to be in certain situations, like as if like I asked to be in those situations, or like, how did you not know? And it's just like, girl, what you mean? Like, I ain't know I was gonna have to bail that man out of jail, but hey, life happens. It happens. So I mean,
like, me and you, we the same. We are hard lovers.
Yes.
We love really hard. We don't look for perfect.
Exactly.
We look for like
potential.
Yeah, potential, multiple.
You said moldable?
Like mold?
Like molding? Like they're moldable. I get what you're saying. Like they're able to be willing to change or be willing to like work with you and like different things like that.
Yeah, like and they're able to teach me some things too.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what we went into relationship thinking about. We didn't think we was gonna be doing all this trauma. We could see them with whoever, they texting whoever. We didn't think that was gonna happen.
Exactly, yeah. Because it's like I'm willing to, like I know you're not gonna be perfect. I know you're gonna have your whole traumas. I know you're gonna have your life stuff that you have to go through. But it's just like that other stuff. It was just like, what the world? Like you talking to who? You was with who on this time frame?
Yeah.
Like even whenever I drove all the way to Tennessee, like went to the dispensary, used my money to get some stuff from the dispensary for us to travel all the way to Tennessee. Whole time the girl that he was messing with sold green. So he already had green on him. So the $100, $200 some dollars that I gave to go to the dispensary was pointless. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like little things like that where it's just like, it's like, and then recently I have talked to that person. Not recently, but like months ago, a couple of months ago, like I've talked to that person and it's so crazy how people forget. like they think that you're mad because they were talking to a girl, and it's just like no,
you did me dirty. Behind that.
Yeah, like it didn't have. It
was disrespectful,
man. Like what? Like I didn't care. Like you talking to her, okay, cool. You was talking to her. But you was not only talking to her, your whole family knew you was talking to this girl. Everybody knew that she was around. Like even people that we went to school with knew about what was like. I don't talk to nobody it's been 10, 11 years since I've been in school. I don't talk to none of them. So the fact that anybody even knew my business around that time bothered me. Like stuff like that bothered me, and I felt like a failure. I felt like you know all my business. It's like people start judging you and just start assuming things and start coming up with Lord knows what in their mind of the whole situation, or thinking I'm just dumb. But in reality, it's just like you said, like I love hard. Like I would give you the last dime I had, and you wouldn't even know that was my last dime, to be quite honest with you, because I'm not gonna blow it up in your face and be like, well, I just gave you my last penny and you're just gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna keep it pushing by and we good. But I feel like, but with all of that though, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Like I always tell my boyfriend that, Jordan, I always tell him that, like, if we didn't go through what we went through, we wouldn't even be at a place right now where we're able to work through our problems. Like, cause it's just like, I still have my stuff and he still has his, but we're willing to work together. We're willing to give each other grace and understand that's not about me. That's not about her. It's just, that's something that he has to work on, and I'm willing to be there for him through that. And that's something that she has to work on, and I'm willing to be there for her through that. So it's just like it's a teamwork. It's like we work as a team versus me feeling like, oh, he doing his thing, I'm just doing mine. Like, It don't feel like that no more. I always felt like I was never really in the loop of the relationship. I was saying it was a relationship, but in reality, in their eyes, I was just another person. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, because what was it? One of my, like, I was like 18, 19. I was like really, really sick. This man, he had already crashed his car, and he needed to go to the car lot, the rec yard, to go pick up some stuff out of his car. I was gonna drive him, but I was like extremely sick, so I stayed at home. So he took my car. I let him drive my car, and he got in a car accident in my car, and he was supposed to pay for it because it ended up being his fault. You think he ever paid me back? No, he never did. Never.
But you know, it's so crazy though. It be in those moments we think we lost, or we think that we got the short end of the stick. But in reality, it's just like a lot of times those type of people don't realize that, boy, sometimes that karma don't come back until a year later, and you be looking crazy like, what happened? Sometimes God will wait till you on your highest peak. oh baby, you think you dancing on top of that mountain, baby. And then that's when you know it, that mountain is an avalanche and it ain't a mountain no more.
Yeah. God don't play. God don't play about me.
Exactly.
So
that's one story. Neither one of us, honestly, to be very honest with you, they do not play at all whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So I feel that. I feel what you mean on that. Would you feel like now? Because I know that you said that, like with your, like, you know, with your dad and all of that. Like, do you feel like now that you are able to not feel like you're a failure, or like feel like because did you remember whenever you had talked about that, feel like maybe he would be disappointed in you on certain things? Like, do you still feel like that now? I
don't feel like that anymore, because I was looking at for like the things that he went through in life. He whenever he passed, he was like 74. He was there before, like during like civil rights movement. So he had a job out of school when he was 12 years old, like middle school, and to take care of his younger siblings. Okay. So he had to do a lot of stuff when he was younger. He didn't finish middle school. He didn't finish high school. He ended up opening up his own business. And yeah, so he always had a good work ethic. So I believe that he would be proud of me because of the good work ethic that I have, and I'm pretty harder on myself. Then I think that he would be harder. I think he would be proud of me. He, like, whenever he was alive, he got to see my first apartment. Yeah, he was really proud of me. So it's just, so you feel like now it's just like you have, now that you're starting to get back to where you feel more on your feet, I guess you would say. I guess that's for both of us, honestly. Just feeling like we're better just standing on our own 2 feet, that he would be like, he looking down at you like, see, I told you had this. Yes. Yeah. I just had to change my mindset and how I look at it. Yeah, because I know that you were talking about, like, whenever you had got your new job and how you, like, that was a hard process for you. Like, even though, like, you felt like you got out of that failure mindset, it was still that tug of, like, dang, I wish that I could, like, talk to him or just, like, express these things that are currently going on, these exciting moments in my life that are finally not feeling like the world is on my shoulders and I'm just carrying it, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm still grieving. I know you are, yeah, I feel that. Like, what was it? About like a few weeks ago, breakdown every day. I just hit that. I just cut that all to myself. Like, I tend to isolate myself whenever yeah. That's something I need to learn, because there's people that love me and they want to be there for me. Yeah. But I rather just work it out through myself. Yeah, I get, but you know, honestly, I learned that it's okay sometimes to work things out for yourself, because at the end of the day, you got you. At the end of the day, like, yes, you may have friends and yes, you have family, but you also have to learn how to have you first. Right. Through those failing moments or through those trying times, like, I got this. Like, you have to make sure that you're able to believe it first. So whenever these other entities are, you already know they gonna give you that kick, that 1-2, like, hey, I need you to get it together, hey, we got this, you know what I'm saying? You know that they're gonna apply that with you. So it's just like, I noticed that it's really important to find a way to apply it on your own, because once you start depending on the outside, it's hard for you. Like, you can hear them saying, like, that's how I felt at one point. I'm like, people keep telling me that, oh, Kiara, like, whenever you talk, like, it's just this and it's that and it's this, and it's just like, it's cool, like, I appreciate it, but at the same time, it'd be hard for me to believe what they're saying, because I don't feel like that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see what you're talking about. I hear you, that's cool, I appreciate it, but I'm struggling with believing it for Kiara and Kiara's point of view for Kiara. So I feel that. Yeah. I'm proud of you, friend. Thank you. Yes. I'm proud of you too. Thank you. I know. I feel like we both came so far, because it was just like, I feel like the whole world honestly is going through a lot just from the election, and feeling like the world is gonna fail, honestly and truthfully. Like, we feel like the world is just gonna tumble down after that election.
But I honestly, don't shoot me, y'all, but I already knew it was gonna happen the way it was gonna happen.
Honestly, like, I feel like he was buying votes. Literally, you're going over a billionaire, and he has like a whole social media network. I feel like it was kind of rigged. I'm not trying to be like them.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, they see on the news, like, ballots are getting burnt, votes are not getting counted. It was inevitable. He was going to win either way.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like the fights does not end there. I feel like there's something else that's going to happen. And I feel like, because, like, with the civil rights movement, stuff did not happen overnight. Yeah, exactly. It did not happen like in a month. It happened years. Yeah. And we're still facing like stuff.
Oh yeah, facts. That's why I told my granny, I said, like, people don't want the world to be the way it is, and they don't want the world, like, I ain't vote, so let me put that out there. So that's why I don't talk about politics a lot. I don't vote. That's a whole nother topic on why I didn't vote for Nam one, but that's my personal opinion on that. But I just feel like at the end of the day, it's all rigged. Like, I feel like it's literally all a mind game that they play on us, and I feel like God was like, okay, since y'all want this man so bad, he gonna lower your taxes. You think he gonna lower your taxes? You think he gonna lower the gas prices, lower the food prices? Because he is about his money. Don't get me wrong, he is. He been cheating his way through his taxes. So it's just like, but people don't forget that he touched people. Like,
yeah, like, not just one, multiple. And
allegedly.
It's not alleged. He was convicted.
That's what I'm saying. But people be like, it's allegedly because he didn't go to jail. It don't matter.
He's got money.
Exactly. And then on top of that, it's just like, he is, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He is white, y'all. So, I mean, hey, call it what you want to call it. But it is what it is. But
he just like his dad. Did you hear about his dad?
No, I haven't.
So his dad was originally from a different country. He was like from like Russia or something. And his dad his granddad came into America, and he became like what did it say? He used to sell people's bodies. He used to be sex trafficking. He was a pimp.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Huh, okay. Yeah. I don't fall too far from the tree.
And so he built up his business off of other people's backs, just like his grandson.
Yeah. But that's why I told my granny, I said, honestly, people think that they wanted him in there. But honestly, I just, like you said, something else is about to happen. People think that was, and it was so quiet whenever that election happened. It was like it didn't even happen. You know how usually elections, you watch the TV, you see a whole bunch of people just like waiting outside, or you just the energy is different. Like, you know, whenever election is coming. This year was so weird to the point where it's just like, oh, God got something for us. Oh, he got something for us real bad. Real bad, real bad. I ain't gonna be a part of it. Good luck to y'all. But yeah, no. That's why I was like, yeah.
I feel like this election, it really opened people's morality.
Oh yeah,
because they rather vote for a rapist than a black woman.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Even though she was qualified.
But then they find things within that to where she isn't able to be a president or be the first black woman president. They already had the first black man president. They'll be HE double hockey sticks dang if they make it to be a white woman a black woman up there before a white woman, to where we're able to have our rights and our the things that we can have control over within us women. But I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, the world is going to be the way it is until we learn how to accept things for what it is. I feel like the world's just negative. Not even it is negative. It's just a negative place. Like they put people in poverty to fail because they know that their mindsets is gonna jump into being, whenever your mindset is failing, it's just like you're not gonna think positive. So they want as many people to be gone as much as they can. They find different ways. Like there are some people that probably, I'm pretty sure that we just haven't heard of, that's probably taken their life just because they know who the president is now. Like people are taking this very hard, but me, I'm just like, I'm putting in God's hands, because at the end of the day, that's who had control over what happened. He made Obama president for a reason, to show us that certain things are possible. It is possible.
Yeah.
And then, now he talking and letting people know, like, y'all listening to this man and he just telling y'all what y'all want to hear. But that's what's wrong with the world. We always want to hear what we want to hear, not what the real truth is.
That's true.
Yeah.
He really played on people's hatred.
Yeah.
He said a lot of things. He said things about veteran. He made the 9/11 thing a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's really disrespectful, in my opinion. And I feel like things are gonna change. Yeah. I feel like it may not change tomorrow or next year, but it's gonna change eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like they want us to be stuck on hatred, and because I feel like his whole campaign was filled with hate.
Yeah.
He didn't really state what he wanted to do. He just stated about Kamala.
Exactly. Yeah.
How she was a slut. Okay. Your mama was a slut too. And she did dating.
Yeah. I did see that where they were trying to bring up her past and her decisions, but it's just like, I don't know, you try to use people's failures against them just because people are using your real life decisions that you chose to make, so then you're trying to take her life decisions and flip it. So I don't know. It's
your grandma got 3 different baby daddies. Yeah. What'd that say about her? If you want to talk about her,
that's not. Hey, but they don't want to talk about that type of stuff. They only want to try to pin this woman or black woman out to be something that she's not, to make it seem as if she's not equipped or she doesn't fit. Obviously it worked, so I mean,
yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video on us talking about where we have been a year from today. As y'all can see, we have grown a lot, we've learned a lot, and now we pray more, we talk to God more, we be patient with ourselves. I feel like now it gives ourselves more grace. Of course, we have our breakdowns, like me and her talked about. We have our moments still, but it's not as heavy as it used to be. Yeah. It's a lot more understanding, more reasoning with ourselves versus hammering ourselves down you should have did this right now. But before we end the video, because my video, y'all, I forgot to pull the card. So let's do this with our video. So hold on real quick. My name is wrong. It says 3rd chakra, solar plex, personal power. So it says, I choose to be myself and to express my truth. I have a positive influence on the people and the situations around me. I allow my integrity and confidence to shine, which instills more confidence and belief in myself, and then encourages others to have natural confidence in me. I do not allow my personal power to become egotistical, manipulative, or exploitive. I like that one. Let's pull another one quick. I'm interested. Let's see, hold on. Oh, I'll pull another one. Okay, so it says 3rd chakra, solar plex, freedom of choice. So I have the freedom to choose, so I choose wisely because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I own accept and express my feelings unreservedly, and do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation. I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. I like both of those.
That really goes with our topic.
Yeah, it did. Personal power and freedom of choice. So it kind of correlates to the end, the freedom of choice of what we're talking about with the whole failure with the world and Trump and all that craziness that's going on right now. But I love you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, blessings. Bye, guys.